This guy used to be a top-tier assassin, but after getting stung by what he thought was just a bee, he woke up looking like a middle schooler. The organization immediately sent someone to analyze his condition and discovered that what stung him wasn't an ordinary bee, it was some kind of bioengineered weapon. They're still tracking down who created it, but fortunately, aside from his body shrinking, everything else seems fine. The problem is, how's a legendary hitman supposed to work when he's stuck in a kid's body? As luck would have it, though, his boss had the perfect assignment for Leo's new situation. He needed to send his daughter to a middle school and wanted Leo to scope it out first. Leo wasn't exactly thrilled about taking on such a low-level job, but when his ex-wife Emma mentioned the pay was incredibly generous, he immediately agreed. Before he started school, one of his guys gave him a special pair of glasses equipped with a camera and walkie-talkie. After all, he's still a grown man on the inside, and they were worried he might not blend in. Leo didn't refuse because he genuinely struggles with social interaction, which is partly why his ex-wife Luna divorced him in the first place. Now they only talk when work requires it. Emma is the research director at his organization. On the first day of the new semester, self-introductions were inevitable. Everyone else's went normally, but when it was Leo's turn, he just stated his name and turned to walk away. After his teammate reminded him of the issue, he realized his mistake and reluctantly went back up to say a bit more. After thinking for a moment, he said his hobby was sniping weight. Though he quickly corrected himself to say he meant in video games. Two girls in class had already labeled him as a creepy loner. Leo couldn't care less, but they wouldn't let it go. Leo ignored their mockery. Just like that, Leo became an outsider in class. Though he did manage to fit into the school, he'd initially treated school as just playing around. But after a few classes, he realized something he actually loved learning. He dropped out in elementary school, so this was his chance to experience the middle school years he'd missed. After school one day, Leo suddenly heard a commotion. Some pervert wearing a panda mask had knocked out the security guard and gotten into the school. The two girls who'd mocked Leo earlier weren't running away, they were taking pictures. But when they realized the man was heading their way, it was too late to escape. Frozen in fear, all they could do was threaten him by saying the police would catch him. The panda guy wasn't fazed at all, he was confident he could get away. Leo witnessed the whole thing and couldn't just stand by. To avoid blowing his cover, he threw a box of chalk and shot it to create a smokescreen. Then he rushed forward and landed a punch to the man's gut. The guy just foamed at the mouth but didn't go down. Leo immediately realized his strength had weakened along with his body. At that moment, the pervert pulled out a bomb. Leo quickly kicked him in a vulnerable spot, then knocked the bomb into the air. Now he could use his handgun to shoot it and detonate it mid-air. But because he'd miscalculated how long the fight would take, the smoke had cleared by the time the two girls saw Leo. They called out his name uncertainly. Leo claimed that some stranger had taken down the pervert and he'd just happened to pass by. Even though he said that, the two girls were convinced Leo had saved them. So the next day, when the whole class was isolating Leo, the two of them approached him with shy expressions and invited him to join the class group chat. Leo agreed indifferently, but immediately regretted it. These middle schoolers had way too much energy. The constant barrage of message notifications was like a nuclear level. Information assault for this middle-aged guy who barely knew how to use a smartphone and had no idea how to mute notifications.